radio and video.
Hi, thanks for taking your time out of your day to listen to me give this little presentation. I decided to stop worrying about my teenage son driving and decided I could take advantage of this. So what I did was I bought one of those little stickers that says, "How's my driving?" and I put it on the back of my car. And I put a 900 number on it that's linked to my bank account, and at 50 cents a call, I'm making about 50 bucks a week just off him driving around the road. But in all seriousness, we can make jokes about teenage driving all day. They're horrible drivers. But if you have a teenager or a kid who will one day be a teenager, and I'm sure you can agree that one of our greatest fears as a parent is that kid getting behind the wheel of a car, driving off, completely unsupervised.
Hell yes.
Well, I'm here to tell you that your fears are completely justified. Well, here are some statistics for you. The California Department of Motor Vehicles states that vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for teenagers in the United States. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention says, per mile, teenage drivers are 3 times more likely to be in a fatal car crash. These statistics are frightening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pass around a chart that shows crashes by age groups. You will see that teenagers are involved in crashes at a much higher rate than any other age group. So what can we do? How can we keep our kids safe? One thing we can do is to increase the driving age to 18. Why would we want to increase the driving age? Well, the University of North Carolina Highway Safety Research Center lists 3 factors that affect teenage driving. One is inexperience, the second is impulsiveness, and the third is exposure. So let's discuss these factors. How could raising the driving age help with inexperience? Wouldn't inexperience be a problem regardless of whether a person is 18 or 16? Well, the answer is no. Driver's training begins at 15. An 18-year-old would have a full 3 years worth of instruction and practice before they can drive alone, while a 16-year-old only has 1 year. And according to the Maryland Department of Transportation, there is a higher rate of crashes within the first few months of receiving a driver's license. If a person has more practice, that statistic would be lowered. The second risk factor is impulsiveness. Impulsiveness is possibly the most important of these risk factors because it is completely out of anyone's control. Impulsivity and recklessness are normal for this age. Their brains aren't yet fully developed, even if they want to think that they are. Francis E. Jensen, a professor of neurology, said, quote, "The teenage brain is not just an adult brain with fewer miles on it. It's a paradoxical time of development. These are people with very sharp brains, but they're not quite sure what to do with them." Driving unassisted is something that takes maturity and the ability to know what to do when something goes wrong. The only solution to this risk factor is to wait. This isn't something that we can just speed up. Now, the third and final risk factor is exposure. According to the University of North Carolina Highway Research Center, teenage drivers are more likely to drive at night and drive with multiple people in the car due to school events and working after school. These are both situations that increase the likelihood of a crash. Once a person turns 18 and graduates from high school, they engage in these behaviors much less often. Now, although raising the age to 18 won't prevent all car crashes, it will significantly lessen the amount of crashes in this age group. And as parents, we will always worry, but we can have peace of mind knowing that our children are mature enough and have enough practice before they drive away on their own. Now, once again, I'd like to thank you all for listening to this presentation. Have a good day.